Hello there, Pisces, and welcome to your full moon guidance. Yes, my cat Lenny has decided to sprawl out on the table. Anyhow, before we get into your full moon guidance, Pisces, I have a special channel message for you at this time from Spirit regarding the full moon. Pisces, dream walker between worlds, Spirit surrounds you now in a hush of moonlight and memory. This full moon brings clarity to what once felt like fog. You're not drifting. You're dissolving the illusion that kept you small. Let your sensitivity guide you, not drown you. Trust what's rising from within, even if it has no name yet. Your soul already understands. Now let's draw your full moon guidance. Pisces, Lenny got startled a little bit there. So maybe there's something about not getting startled and just relaxing here. Anyhow, so Pisces, we're going to find out what Spirit wants you to be aware of when it comes to this full moon. And this is for Pisces and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, it is a timeless oracle message, but you want to watch it. During or on the full moon. And I would say if it's during, you want to do 5 days before or after. Okay, Spirit is reminding you that you are doing something or you're holding something that is of rare integrity. Basically, you're holding some type of standard that, is unmatched in some area of your life. And most likely, it's the light that you hold to, Pisces. So what you do holds rare integrity. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, you're deeply seen, even if you don't know it. Pisces, you've been most likely doing some type of, work or, maybe there's something about just spreading some type of light and love without acknowledgement or applause from others. Okay, so just take that how it resonates. But, you may not realize that others, are noticing something about you. And it's not just about others, it's others in the seen and the unseen. You have some type of influence that's playing right now, or you're going to find out, during this full moon that you can embrace some type of power that has risen within you. What else for Pisces? Support is coming from every direction. Okay, be ready to receive help in all forms. It could be having unexpected money coming your way, an unexpected friend or advice. However this shows up, it's meant to support you because Spirit knows that not only what you're holding is rare integrity, but you are being supported for some type of truth, some type of quest that is important for you. And Spirit wants you to feel supported in the direction that you are guided to go. I do sense earth sign coming through, Pisces. So just take that how it resonates for you. Emotions blur the path. So anchor in reason. There may be something about not allowing emotional upheavals to override logic, or just watch out for, a situation or someone. Okay. And it could just be some negative thinking. So just take what resonates for you where, we could cloud judgment. Okay. So see yourself as this ship. You want to keep that water, those emotions calm so that you can anchor in reason. Something is coming to light if it hasn't yet, but it only comes when we can remain calm here. So I really feel that, you are dealing with or could be dealing with someone that may have strong water placements in their chart as well, Pisces. Or there's just something about um, getting into a place where you are either utilizing your wisdom from past experiences or you're mastering something when it comes to, staying comfortable, even though there may be some emotional storms at play. Some of you Pisces, you're having to not only heal yourself or be compassionate with yourself, but you might have to, do that at the same time. Um, not only are you taking care of yourself, but at the same time, you're trying to help and guide others. So just trust that you're able to multitask and to pursue your creative passions. But in the meantime, Spirit just wants you to kind of anchor yourself, knowing that you deserve to be in a state of stillness and it's okay. What else? The wait ripens into blessing. Your patience is absolutely paying off. Support is arriving or coming from every single direction. Whatever you have been patient about, Spirit wants you to know it hasn't it hasn't been in vain here. What else? So be strong enough to let go and patient enough to get what you truly deserve. Oh, okay. So, you may need to stay determined here on being more patient. Okay, remember, emotions can or they are blurring the path right now. We need to anchor in reason. Don't do something where you might feel that you are taking action out of desperation or feel that you have to settle. So just take what resonates for you, because some of you, this could really just be about letting go of what you think the outcome should look like or when. So you've got something arriving here when it comes to connecting others. If you've been feeling guided to maybe seek out either a current soul family or a new soul family, and maybe it's not as deep as a soul family. It could just be finding a community or another or others where you have the same interests, hobbies, likes, values, visions, or something just as simple as playing a game of chess. Well, guess what? We've got some type of joy up ahead. New joy awaits in shared spaces. We have some type of common, but yet fulfilling and fun entertainment or interests, or maybe, yes, spiritual. Okay, the miracle of forgiveness. Okay, so thank you, Jeramel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. Let's get more about this forgiveness. This is just being able to remain at peace here. And for some, there may be something about having radical acceptance of the situation. Oh yeah, you felt like you've been really, tried here in, your experience, but wow, Spirit is letting you know. I mean, how fitting is this? Because look at the miracle of forgiveness, that torch, that fire. Born of spirit, tried by fire, you endure. Yeah, you've been feeling or have gone through, or maybe currently, yeah, going through some type of what feels like a reckoning or a burning, and we felt the burn in life of somehow. But look what happened or is happening. You're resurrecting yourself. You're no longer feeling boxed or dimmed. You're holding and carrying that light regardless here. Spirit wants you to allow yourself to be free. Spirit's not holding anything on you. Neither should you. What else? Now, there may be something here too for some of you Pisces where we may need to really just, forgive others of their shortcomings, their ways. Has nothing to do with you. But you're finding out something really true here about your bond with Spirit. You are in a sacred process of self-actualization. See, Spirit is saying you are refining yourself into a better version of you every single moment right now. And in fact, it's being enhanced at this time. It's accelerating at this time, especially during the full moon. You need to be proud of yourself, actually. This takes a lot of internal work and effort. This is why you're deeply seen, even if you don't know it. What else? Wow, Pisces, my goodness. Yeah, there's something going on with you where, you're radiating some type of energy and influence, and people can't help but notice and pick up on some type of confidence that you're exuding or that you will. You just naturally hold and radiate light, Pisces, without effort. You radiate like starlight. You are seen and felt. There's something about having some type of power and influence and advantage right now or the coming of. So be proud of yourself. Something is absolutely going right here. Oh, yeah, Pisces. Wow. Yeah, don't settle. I was getting this thing about not feeling desperate or settle at all. So take what resonates for you. Yeah, yes, you're high quality. Let them go. Better is on its way. You're too good for something or someone. You're definitely at this place where you are at star energy. And with the star energy, that's also associated with Aquarius. So take that how it resonates for you. But you've aligned something right within your soul and with the cosmos. So feel good about that. That creates some type of future blessings because you're not willing to step down. I can see it. There's something powerful that's going on with you. And I feel it's going to enhance with the full moon where you're going to have more strength in not dimming your light or allowing others to, maybe try to dim your light either by their actions or by maybe you just not getting overly involved with what they got going on because you're doing your own damn thing. You're standing out for a reason, or you will. You will. There's something distinct about what you've achieved and what you are achieving and what you look like too. Your laughter is medicine for frequency healing. Bring that now. Try to laugh, even when it's hard. That may mean we need to watch a comedy or, just try to laugh at your own self here. Because when you laugh, you raise your frequency and it brings healing, not just for yourself, but for others as well. Yeah, you felt something. I would say it was most likely incredibly difficult for many of you Pisces, where someone has either by a decision or by their action, they have downgraded. And their downgrade person or situation or whatever they've done, that is their karma. Yours is peace, absolutely some type of ending. And you will be at peace about this. At some point, you will be at some type of real forgiveness and peace about it because something beautiful is becoming, becoming actually from this a blessing. It's like maybe you felt like you had to, you know, do your own death and rebirth here. And that's exactly what I can see. It's like you went from this big old heavy maybe coffin feeling thing to maybe something a little bit more, quaint, elegant, and beautiful. And boom, you popped out, resurrecting as something rare and unique. Okay. Making sure Lenny gets comfortable. All right, what else for Pisces? I get a little nervous about Pisces, or excuse me, not Pisces, Lenny, possibly hitting something on the equipment here. So hopefully he doesn't. A new outcome is forming. You got to be ready. Oh, this is something totally unexpected. And the more that you're at peace with whatever has happened here, which I know it can take some time, right? Depending on where you're at with it. But Spirit is saying that there is going to be some type of new outcome. It's already forming. All you got to do is be ready by keep continuing to release and embracing of what and who you've become. What else? And say yes to the support that is coming to you. Now, not all of you Pisces, but maybe some of you Pisces, you can be stubborn, I feel, of accepting, gifts, money, other resources, possibly. Okay. So don't push it away. Know that it's being sent to you from heaven. You've risen. The future glows. I mean, look at that. We know you've risen. That's the phoenix there. The future glows. Definitely we are aligned at star energy here. Something has aligned right within your own soul and the cosmos. Just feel good about that. Just rest in that for right now, if that's all you can do. What else? Things cannot be revealed yet. Have patience. And I'm just letting everyone know that these cards are transforming into these cards. Okay, so this will be the last that these cards are going to be around. But anyhow, because they're getting a little old and worn out. But this is the thing. This is where you're rising, right? Where maybe things that felt so like plain and dull, it rises into something beautiful and colorful, just like my new cards here. Okay, what else for Pisces? And Pisces, look at that. This thing about things cannot be revealed. I just feel like you're right in your own element with the moon energy. Okay. Give into the mystery, give into dreams or the possibility of dreaming something new. Or just don't force a dream and just see what flows to you. I feel there may be some strong connections to past life or past lifetimes as well with you, Pisces. Okay, you do need to be careful though. Something could lead astray here. Temptation can lead astray. You're too high quality for something or someone. So don't act on impulse or, do something where maybe you feel you have to rush something along. Let's get a little bit more about this temptation too for Pisces. Some of you may need to just watch out of something risky or someone too risky. Give us more about the temptation can lead to astray for Pisces. Yeah, you see, you're breaking these chains. Oh, okay, this card just flipped over too. It was practice. You will not be denied. Temptation can lead astray. See, feeling that you have to accept something the way it is. No, you don't. It's like Spirit is conforming something here to your purpose, your desires. So let's see, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Now look at this. We have this card of transformation with the chains breaking. See, you've already broken those chains. Don't go back. Don't, we don't want that to go back together. Because something was only practice. It's like you really have broken some type of karmic pattern, or maybe even as deep as, take it if it resonates, an ancestral karmic pattern. You've done some incredible soul work, and spirit is just so happy that you've awoken to something here in this lifetime. You didn't receive something by accident. I feel that you received something instantly, and it wasn't by accident, it was by design. Try to back away from getting too much information, and that could even mean trying to get too many predictions about your future. the outcome, or receiving too much advice or maybe opinions from others, because it is or it will stall your path. It's going to create a block. You're already doing your thing. You already have power. You already have some type of influence. You already know the way here. And the way may just be that you need to take time to kind of enjoy some leisure, more leisure time, or you're creating, maybe possibly what I can see too is pretty soon you're going to create a new rhythm where there's been gaps in your life because of this ending here. What else? Oh yeah, look, at heaven knows what you've been through. Heaven is holding you. Heaven's hands are holding you, Pisces. You will not be denied. Oh, look at that. You will not be denied. Heaven's hands are holding you. And look at the hands here from this angel, gifting you spiritual abundance. And it comes in all forms, not just tangible, not just money, but other ways too. A peace of mind, an opportunity, experiences, love, wisdom. So I see that you are letting go and closing a door here, and fate is returning to you new alignments, new things. You came out of an old trap or an old frequency. And I'm not saying that, I mean, that old trap or that old frequency is because you tuned and tapped into your own spiritual awareness and gift. Focus your mind, though. Temptation can lead astray. See, we got to stay concentrated on the priorities. So the angels are doing what they can to help you to focus on priorities. So the full moon may illuminate, the distractions, right? So be just kind of aware of what you get intuitively about certain, things, and how you're feeling about it, because what's going to be revealed, I feel, is whether or not it's a distraction or if it's leading you right. And it may not just be about leading, but just at least being in the place where you can enjoy this moment right now. What else? You got spirit animal. Yeah, eagle spirit. Spirit is really helping you stay strong here and emotionally distant from things that want to take your emotional resource. Okay. So you may need to conserve not only your material things, but your internal resources, your time, your money, or excuse me, your, not your money, your time, your emotions. Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. So, what spirit animal guide is speaking to you? You have many at different times. Is it eagle spirit? Because that's the one that's showing up here. You definitely have something strong when it comes to hearing divine messages or being receptive to being on a higher path, a higher calling. What else? Speak your truth, live your joy, set and assert and enforce boundaries if you need to. Also, Spirit is saying you're ready to communicate clearly things that you are coming to some type of conclusion about. But also speak to the angels here. So during this full moon, you might find your abilities to express yourself and to communicate will be enhanced. Okay, so it may be after the full moon, but something is sharpening here with communication. clarity, that because it's coming from clarity first and foremost. So when you can speak from, clarity, it makes all the difference in the world. But there is something about you being in this place where, you just know what you got to do to take care of your joy, your well-being, you know, your soul, your spirit here, not being weighed down by the world or others. You're also going to be in this place, I feel, if not yet, where I think the full moon most likely is going to illuminate maybe things that you're just ready to let go, like not just like just simplifying maybe your schedule, but maybe just getting rid of old things, you know, cleaning house maybe. All right. Okay, so let's continue and see what else. Yeah, Spirit wants you to make room to live your joy, stepping into your power. Unconditional love, the divine mother. It's just so fitting with the full moon because we've got the lunar, divine, feminine coming through, adding, illumination in all the dark places, but in a way that's not harsh, right? But you just need to sit back and settle into unconditional love. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve because you're high quality here. You deserve high quality love. Unconditional, not conditional love. Unconditional. So clear your vibes. Yeah. You know, Pisces, this is a good time, to do this at this time with the full moon, is to allow the moon to clear your energy, to clear your vibes, and to not get too hung up about, what others just can't see. So whether they've downgraded people or a specific person that the lessons that you most likely can see the lessons they need to learn, but it's not your job to help them with shortcuts. They've got to learn something on their own, and don't get too caught up on getting frustrated with how the world is working or how people behave or act. Their negativity has nothing to do with you. You just have to stay strong and create a shield of armor here by paying attention to your own energy, your vibes. Prayer can work, visualization can work when it comes to clearing and tuning into what's yours and what's not yours, because you're sensitive and you're picking up on a lot of people's energies, most likely. But you don't need to get drained from that. What else? The full moon is enhancing your need to be out into out into nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. Make sure you're doing this. It's essential. This is also going to help clear your vibes in the air and strengthen your energy here so that you can become more and more immune to the negative distractions that life also offers people. It's all about choice. What else? Let's see. That might be it. Let me check one more time. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay, so Pisces, before we end the reading, then we're going to find out from Spirit, what you need to release right now to to open space for the blessing that this full moon brings. What does Pisces need to release right now to open space for the blessing this full moon brings? Love and accept yourself. Release anything or anyone that can't see your true worth. You may not realize it just yet for some of you, but allow yourself to get to know yourself more and more. Don't be afraid to, do as you want to do. Spirit wants you to see how beautiful you are, how aligned you are, and to not be critical. See, this whole forgiveness, I feel, it's not being harsh on yourself. hard, or, speak words of kindness here. Spirit wants you to release the need to feel that you have to belong to a certain group or a certain situation or a certain role or even a certain identity. You're not having to do anything. You don't have to convince anything or anyone. That's what Spirit wants you to release, convincing anything or anyone of your worth, because you're just here to hold light. You're here to just consecrate and just be a blessing. I hope that this was helpful for you, Pisces. Love and light. Take care.